Welcome back, guys. Discount Tools here. Today, since my video already cut out, we're doing the Doyle fish tape linesmen pliers. That is number 64572 from your Harbor Freight or local Harbor Freight. Has a high leverage design, which means that, as you could see right here, not right here actually, but right here, where the rivet is, the higher the rivet is, all that means basically is that the rivet is closest to the opening, or at a higher leverage point closer to the cutters up here instead of a lower down here, so it gives you a more opening space, or a higher leverage design, as they would call it. Fish tape pullers right here has a very unique design to them, where they where the fish tape actually will come through here instead of at the bottom here, where usually it's two pinchers down here, just like on top of here. You would take them, close them up, and then use both hands and pull. Here, on the other hand, you'll pull the fish tape through here, through this groove, and then when you have a good snap, take it and pull that up. Or use both hands and pull it up like that. So you have more of, I think, a better grip on it. You do have a crosshatch up here, and it's very well oiled, by the way. I don't know if you could tell by the lighting or anything like that, but that is all oil that came right out of the package. If you focus, as you can see, you do have a nice crosshatch pattern going basically almost to the bottom of the plier teeth here, right just before the cutters. These are like a laser design basically, and if you can see, I don't think you can see, but yeah, it's very well polished for a tool of this caliber. I got these for like, I think, $14 at Harbor Freight with a 25% off coupon. I think I just want to see something. Oh, yeah, you have a regular, just usually what most linesman pliers, cheaper ones, have down here. No crosshatch, just lines. And you have a nice opening here for the cutters, as you can see, too. They do have a nice opening for that's left. And that's what you want to look for, the gap here, because that gap is for allowing you to twist wire and all kinds of crazy stuff like that. Actually, give me 1 second. I'm going to get another pair of pliers. So now looking at the Cobalt here, linesman pliers, they do have a different type in here, but you don't have that. You have a little bit of a gap, but you don't have that gap that I showed you before, where you could see all the way through. These are about 9 inches. These are close to the 9.5 they claim to be. Better. Yeah, about 9.5 linesman pliers. They're going from the very tip back here to up here. It's almost like diagonal. If you go straight, it's probably going to be about 9, just because of the angle. But as you can see, these are linesman pliers too. These just have the comfort grip. I got these for $5. I did a review on these too. They're not bad. They're very, what I call, home grade pliers. They do snip well. And they are chrome nickel compared to the, actually they don't tell you what kind of steel that this is. This is supposedly a, they even tell you what kind, but it's supposed to be a higher grade steel. I will say this, the cons on this is that you could tell like it has a quick machine polish on it, and you could see everything running one way. It's not hand polished where you'll get smoother a smoother finish compared to this. It's more of a machine finish. But trying to see, there's a couple of nicks just from the manufacturing process on this. But you know, when you look at both of these, this is a $5 Cobalt versus a $12 or $14 Harbor Freight. Um, and you could spend, I want to say, on $40 from Klein or Southwire. And I think they do have cheaper ones. They usually have the Chinese one or Taiwanese. These are Taiwan, by the way. Versus the American grade, and usually the American made in America with U.S. steel is more money, as we all know. Let's see how these do against some nails, and we'll do a little face-off. How about that, guys? We have some fun here. Okay, got 2 nails. I'll try these out. See what the cutters are like. Yeah, not bad. Toward the middle. Cuts well, as you could see. And let's see if there's any damage to the pliers, the cutting edge, I mean. Oh, pliers, cutting edge. Not that I could see. It's a little 2 divots right there, but nothing bad. Let's try out these guys. And these are very loose. These are high leverage too, but let's see how they work. Just as good. Say a little less, because these are a little more loose. They're a little better to compound, while these are still getting worked in. As you could see, it's just, they're still stiff. They need some time to get worked in. While these are very worked in or broken in. So let's do it one more time. But they will cut. They do have a very Klein-like grip. If you guys haven't tried a Klein or anything like this, the grip's very stiff, yet to a point comfortable. Not as comfortable as these, of course. I would say if you are working with pliers of this, you know, these are, the comfort grip are a little better. I'm not saying this is a better tool than that. As you could obviously tell, I think the metal is better on this here. And if you want to know when I was talking about before with the fish tape, this is what I was talking about. Usually would put the fish tape through here, clamp on, and then pull. Well, these have a fish tape, this unique design right here that I would say, where your fish tape goes through here, and then you can hold it down with 2 hands, and then pull up and yank. But they do cut nails. Steel is very nice. I mean, I'm not going to say, I think these are not even compared to Kleins. I want to say these are compared to Knipex, which I would not compare this to. I think Knipex is a way better quality linesmen plier, and you would get a better finish. And the reason why is usually Knipex has a silver and then a black, very black outline on the sides. But I think these are more of a less quality. I would say this should be more compared to Klein. The grips are just about the same, and for the price, I mean, Knipex, you're going to spend $40 on one of these versus $14, so that's almost, you can get 3 of these with a lifetime warranty versus the Knipex. And again, as you could, I said I just brought it up. I'll probably just be rambling now, but this does have a better gap than this. So, and that gap allows you to twist wire without crushing it, and gives you a better connection over the long run. But I do like these. These are for the price, I would recommend them. Even if you want something for someone who's just starting out in electric. Instead of buying those kits for like 20 bucks or whatever, the apprentice tool bag. This would be a nice starter set right here compared to these, because someone went and bought these just to start out. I mean, it's you're spending a little more money on this, but you're not getting that gap that you need to twist wire here, while you're getting the gap here. So the only downside I would say or recommendation I would say when you're going through these, the quality is not there on some of them. So you're going to have to go and look through each one, because I had to go through and look through each one, because some of them were as tight as this guy here, where there was no space. You have some space here, but that's not a good amount. You have to go through these and see which one. This one had probably the best out of all the packs on the shelf, on the peg hook. So I would recommend that you do go through this. There's some, because it's made in Taiwan, you're paying a lot of money for this. Because if you start seeing, that's the only thing I have to say about Doyle right now, is that through Harbor Freight, they're starting to make more cheaper Doyles made in China, where they have that polish and that look, but they don't have this grip. This grip feels just like Klein. You get and channel lock and all of them. Well, they're making wannabe channel locks that look like channel locks, a little beefier than channel locks, but made in China. Where this, as you could see, this is more of an oil tan finish. There's a better finish on their channel locks, but you could tell in the grip. You pick these up versus those channel locks, and it's night and day. These have a better grip on them. Yes, these will probably come off sooner or later after use, but I would recommend this for like a beginner's electrician tools. A lot of them would probably love this, because you have this much space where you can pull that fish tape through, compared to this, where you have that little bit of space where you might slip up and get yelled at by the foreman of the day, because you didn't get a good quality pair. I'm just saying, if you don't, for someone who doesn't want to have a lot of money, or knows somebody who's going to electrician or anything like that, I'd recommend this for a cheap, a step up from your local Sears or beginner's Harbor Freight. But I still think these are probably up there. I keep on singing his praises, and then, I mean, it's just the quality issue right here. That was probably the only thing. I would just say look through it, and that's it. But that's my thoughts on these Doyles. I just like the feel. I'm not, I do think we should be making more stuff in America, but I do support Taiwan. As long as it's Taiwan, it's fine with me. So that's my thoughts. Hit that like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification to get my newer videos all the time. Leave a comment down below. Have you guys tried this yet? Let me know. Alright, if you guys try these, do you like the Knipex better? I would actually like to see a comparison between this and Knipex. There's probably some videos online, but I'd like to do that myself. You do have that laser etch in here. I'll bring out the container right here, as you can see. The ultimate cutting performance, high leverage design, which I think they're trying to get somebody on that too, because this has a high leverage design technically. versus this. But you could tell the heads, this has a better metal. These are just the weight comparison with these. I mean, these are very light, these are heavier. So, and I'll just do this real quick again. Plastic dip handles, riveted joints for smooth action, which they do need to work on, but, you know, these got to get worked from some more. As you can see, these are very loosey-goosey, but I do like them. And you do have that nice cutout here, too. Whereas this is more of like a, you could use it as almost a ratchet. Just, you know, hold it and then do that. I like having both, you know, going through stuff like that. But, and let's just go through this again. Crosshatch zone for unrivaled hold, you know. Cuts ACSR screws, nails, and most hardened wire, and built-in pullers. And they are an eighth or a quarter of an inch, or 3 millimeters or 6 millimeters of flat steel fish tape. And you don't damage the tape. But, you know what? I'm still amazed that, yeah, this is a 9, this is a 9.5, so I'm still amazed that, whatchamacallit, that, Harbor Freight has this. It's really good. I would recommend it if you guys want to try, you know, instead of spending almost $36 on this, or $40. 14 was it? 14 is what? 28. So you can get almost 3 of these for the price of one Klein. I'm not saying they're better than Klein. I'm not saying these are like top line or anything like that, but for something that's almost, I would call this a diamond in the rough, since, you know, the edge, the finish is not that great. So, as always, guys, keep on trucking, guys. If I keep on talking, I'll just keep on talking and ranting all night long. I'll see you in the next one. Guys, stay safe. We'll get through this. You know, it's getting better, and I hope everybody's family is okay. All right, peace.